that other than trying to help people who are in a state of invasion.
Welcome back to the Immigration Answers Show. What the heck? It's only 11:30 in the morning. In fact, this crazy bastard started 10 minutes early on an earlier show. What the heck is going on? How's everybody doing? How you like me now? Starting early. Got things to do. Doctor's appointments, errands to run. It's Ramadan. It's day number 333, day number 3 of Ramadan. I'll be here for the next hour trying to answer as many immigration law related questions as I can. How's everybody doing today? Let me know in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what you think about this time slot. Let me know how your week is going. Glenn says too early. We got Oklahoma. Carolyn is in Oklahoma. Good to see. I think that Carolyn gets around. I don't think she's always in Oklahoma, is she? I think she's always somewhere different. Yep, always different. Ulysses says this show's amazing. Well, thank you, Ulysses. Hope's watching. Hope's always here. Hope's always here. So what's going on? I'm surprised there's anybody in the waiting room, but the waiting room is filling up. And I can't pass up the chance to talk to someone who's laying on a pillow. So I got to start the show with Devander. Devander, how are you?
Good, Mr. Jim. How are you?
Good. What's up, buddy?
I have a quick question. So, how does disorderly conduct Class C misdemeanor affect me being a U.S. citizen? I already got my green card, so
What was the misdemeanor for?
my wife called the cops, and then they came and arrest me. They say it's a disorderly conduct, and the state have a program. If I apply for the program, they will dismiss the case.
So, do you know what the maximum sentence was on the misdemeanor?
There's no sentence. There's nothing. I didn't play guilty or not guilty, so it's still pending. I just have to go to family relations
Mm-hmm.
so they can start the process.
So are you going to apply on the 3-year rule or the 5-year rule?
He was under the 3-year rule. Me and my wife we still living together and we still married and we have kids. So I
How
was
long ago
wondering.
did that happen?
That recently, I think March 2nd.
Oh, just like a week and a half ago?
Yeah.
Everything okay now?
Yeah. So I had a lawyer. The lawyer said we can work together to have the state drop the case. But I see when it's expunged, everything is erased. I don't know if
Well,
dismiss and
that's just state law. It's still an issue. I mean, did you get arrested?
yeah.
And is your N-400 already on file or you're going to file?
No, not yet. I didn't file yet. I was just asking.
Yeah, I might. I mean, to me, it's not so much that there's this Class C thing. It's more about the type of case that it is, which is why I asked you sort of what the charge was. And so that all goes sort of to the strength of the marriage, to the officer's willingness to approve it on the 3-year rule. I think you might wait the full 5 years to apply and apply under the 5-year rule, even with it. Like, when are you eligible to apply under the 3-year rule?
I think in 2026.
Oh, so it'll be old news by then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
So, I mean, you still want to do the analysis, but it sounds like under the state law, it's a pretty minor thing. It sounds like you're getting the best deal possible. So I think that, in 2026, if you and your spouse are still together and everything's cool, then I don't think this will be a problem.
oh, okay. But if I see under the state law also, they say if your case get expunged, you can if an officer asks you, you can say no, you never been arrested. Is that true?
That's completely wrong. That's never true.
Oh,
So
okay.
the state has nothing to do with USCIS. You for the
Oh,
rest of your life, for most situations, you're going to have to say that you were arrested, even
oh,
if it's
okay.
expunged.
Oh, okay, okay. So that's me. If everything cool, it's not gonna be a big issue for immigration case.
I mean, let's talk again in 3 years before you apply, but I don't think so.
Oh, okay. All
All
right,
right.
no problem. That was my question. Thank you.
Thanks, bud. See you,
All
Devender.
right, all right. See you.
Okay, bye. Waiting room's filling up. How about that? I thought we might just be me and Huli and Hina here the whole time. Hina, how you doing? Did you send me an email, Hina? I think you did, but I don't know. I thought I get so many emails. I thought you sent me an email about what we talked about, but if you didn't, send me one and I'll send you one back. MD says top of the day. Top of the day. Let's see what Rick has to say. Hi, Rick. You're on mute.
Hey Jim, good morning. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. How you doing?
Yeah, good morning. How you doing today? I'm good.
What's
Yeah,
up?
so I have a few questions for you today. My mom is a legal permanent resident, right? And we recently applied for N400 for naturalization, and we're trying to get my little brother to the United States. He is currently 20, will be 21 in September, and question, what do you think are his chances of getting a visitor's visa? And
Well,
also, say he gets the visitor's visa and my mom was successful with her N400 application. Do you think like he could travel to the US and then we could file for adjustment of status while he's there and then he could stay?
well, I think that they'll probably think that I think they won't give him the visit visa because they're going to think that's the plan anyway.
Yeah, he was denied a visitor's visa back in 2019,
How
August
old is
2019. He is 20. He will be 21 in September 18 this year.
when does mom become a citizen?
We haven't received the appointment date yet, but she became a legal permanent resident on the 19th of March in 2019.
So the case is pending,
Mhm.
and
No,
so
no, my brother's case is not pending, only my mom's
mom's
and
case,
for
mom's naturalization case is pending, and we're hoping to get a decision pretty quickly.
what we want is that we don't want him to be classified as like if she becomes a citizen, he would be put in what category would he be in? Like
Immediate relative. That's what you're thinking. Immediate relative. You want her to. You want
okay.
him to be an immediate relative so that he doesn't age out.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to avoid.
Right. So, um, if you send me the dates of everything, I can walk you through it. But we really can't do anything till mom becomes a citizen. But what I would say is you need to be ready to file that I-130 the day mom naturalizes. Right.
Right,
So
right. Hmm.
So I think there's a way for him not to age out, but I'm not sure. And so I don't want to give you bad advice, but I think generally it might be able to, if she can become a citizen before then, he might be able to, they might be able to freeze his date as under 21. I don't know for sure though. I'd
Hmm.
have to check.
Yeah. Hopefully they get that done. Like they give her the interview like soon.
They probably
'Cause I
will
know they're
because
moving fast. Yeah.
yeah, they're moving fast on Nats. Yep.
Yeah. So one more question.
Sure.
I have a tourist visa, right? And mom has already put in my application, my I-130 application. So I'm wondering, my visa expires in 2027. So I'm wondering if like when it expires and if I try to renew it, what do you think they will renew my visitor's visa or they will just cancel it?
Wait, hold on. Your question just made me think of something else. Has your mom already filed an I-130 for your brother?
No.
She might want to. She might want to get that on file, and then as soon as she becomes a citizen, let them know. I'd want to think that through, but there's an argument to saying get the I-130 on file, and then maybe even as an operation of law of her becoming a citizen, he freezes. Does that make sense? So
Right.
doing it the other
Yeah, but
way.
what we were considering having him see if him get the tourist visa first, but you know,
You already got denied. I think that's
because
a
I
waste.
know if he has the I-130 on file, they won't give him definitely.
Well, but also if he's already been denied for a visit visa, the chances of him getting one now are very, very slim.
But it's weird why they denied him though, because at the time he was in high school and like he didn't have like any other ties or anything. I think it's because my mom was a permanent resident.
How did mom come to the United States on a visit visa?
All right, so my older sister is a citizen, and my sister applied for her, so it's a IR2 or something like that, IR5.
Well, if a kid's in high school and his mom is living in the United States and has a green card, then that to them that's not ties at all to the home country. That's what the visit visa is all about. Do we think he's going to come back home? And if his mom's got a green
Mm,
card and the rest of
because
the
he said like they didn't ask him any question at all. They just denied him.
yeah, that wasn't going to get approved. Now, are you over 21?
Yes, I'm 30.
So now ask me your question about you again, if you don't mind.
Yeah, so my visitor's visa expires in 2027. So I know my case will still be pending at that time due
Right.
to also it's moving. So I'm wondering if I try to renew it, do you think they will renew the visitor's visa seeing that I have an I-130 on file?
No, especially if the whole family's moving to America.
That's what
But
I thought.
and you'll be last. So I think that'll be it for visit visas. You can try.
That's just not fun. So I will be able to go back until
Mm-hmm.
I-130 is approved or denied, I guess.
Yeah. Thanks, Rick.
Okay, all right, thank you. Have a good time. Big up yourself.
All
I've
right.
seen
See
this
ya.
on his line.
Thanks. See ya.
All right.
All right. Bye. All right. All right. All right. All right. Man, we have more people in the waiting room now than we did yesterday. Yesterday, I swear to God, we only had one person in the waiting room. Each time I'd finish a call, someone else would be there. It was really, and there were a lot more people. Abdul's here. What do you say, Abdul?
Hey, Mr. Jim, do you mind if I go off camera?
All set, my friend.
Okay, thank you. So I got married in 2018. I applied for my green card. I got it in 2019 in May. Then
Okay.
after I applied to remove the condition, we got divorced. Everything, went south. But eventually everything went, I went through the immigration by myself. I got approved for the 10 years green card, for the permanent green card, and I got approved. Everything is fine. I know in this situation, I go by the 5-year rule to get the citizenship. So I am already eligible for to apply. But my question is, can I apply from outside the United States?
For citizenship?
Yes.
Why would you?
Because so in 2023 in October, my father was really sick, and I went to Germany because he was getting treatment over there. Then in January he passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, thank you. So in January he passed away. So I went back to my family, which is in the Middle East, and I'm staying here with them. There's a long process to go through, especially that he died in Germany.
Well, how long have you been outside the United States on this trip?
I left in October 10th. So
Okay, so you need to come back by April 10th.
yes.
If you stay out more than 6 months, that's going to break your continuous residence, and you won't be able to apply for citizenship for a long time.
Okay, so I have to come back, even if I have,
Sorry, Abdul, you're breaking up. What'd you say?
not gonna help if I stay over 6 months, or it's not gonna help.
You broke up there. What did you? I told you that you have to come back before 6 months, and then you said even if what?
Even if in this situation, that my father passed away, and I have documents from the hospital that I was with him all that time, and I'm still still resident in the United States. I still pay rent, I still pay my utilities, I still pay all the bills. And if I stay over 6 months, in this situation, if I bring the document, does that gonna help with my case, or I have to come back before the 6 months?
Do you want to get your citizenship?
Yeah.
Come back before 6 months.
Okay.
You don't have to stay long. You don't have to stay long. Just don't have a trip more than 6 months. Trust me.
So if I can,
I mean, your name is Abdul. They don't want to give you your
yes,
citizenship.
gotcha.
That's
So
just a really easy way to deny you.
so even if I come for like a week,
Yeah, a week's good. But remember, you have to have more than half the time in the United States too. And then the other thing I wanted to tell you in answer to the question that you asked me is you have to reside in the district in which you apply for citizenship for 90 days before you apply. So no, you can't apply from overseas unless you're like in the military or something.
okay. So if I go back to the United States and stay for like a couple of weeks and come back, to the Middle East, finish all, everything after my father's death, then probably apply later when I go back to the States. Is that fine?
And have 90 days in the United States. That's exactly
Yeah.
right. Yep.
Yes.
That's the plan.
Okay.
That's the plan.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Mr. Jim.
Bye, Abdul. See you, buddy. Sorry about your dad. Good luck with everything.
Thank you.
I've often thought about that, about what happens when somebody dies in another country. Like that has got to be a big pain in the tuchus, I would think. Everyone says I'm in a good mood. That's because I'm fasting, people. I'm fasting, so I'm just loving peaches for everybody. I'm not getting mad at anybody, even when they got some crazy baby mama wannabe wanting to file green card number 2. I'm not going to say anything bad about old DC. I'm in a good mood. I'm playing with my accordion Post-it notes. I'm in a good old mood. That's right. Happy birthday, AJ. Very happy for you. Hope you're enjoying your day. I always work on my birthday. I think I like working on my birthday. All right. So I got a topic for today for the comments. I want to hear from people. One thing that I get a big kick out of, I don't know why I get a big kick out of this. One thing I get a big kick out of is when people come to the United States and they have the name they were born with, and then they have their American name. Like my mother-in-law, her Arabic name was Nargis, but she just went by Nancy. So I like that. And then when my son Ibrahim was born, my mother-in-law said, "This is great. You call him Ibrahim, but we'll call him Brian." So sometimes people reach out to me on LinkedIn or emails, and they'll use both their names. And so my question for the populace in the comments is, which name should I use when somebody gives me both their names? Should I use their American name, or should I try to butcher their foreign name? Like, I like to call people by their name, but I don't want to make people feel uncomfortable. And I don't know if people resent people using their American name. I guess if they told it to me, it's okay. But I would love to hear from all my wise friends in the comments. All right. And speaking of one of my good friends, whose name I butchered for a very long time, Temmy's here. What's up, Temmy? You're not driving, are you?
No. I'm not.
How you doing, man? I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, yesterday I really missed the show. It was painful to me because I was thinking that I'm going to do the 550 show.
Oh, yeah.
How's everything?
I'm good, man. How you doing? I'm fasting for Ramadan, so I'm just Mr. Chill.
I'm hearing it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think I have. The last time I spoke with you, I later listened to the show, which is I think somebody called me in. That's why my camera was frozen. I can't hear you. So about if somebody do mistake in the paperwork of the marriage and they wanted to file with the immigration, like 1 year, I hear the answer there that you give it to me. Now, one first question: if somebody file for VAWA and they need the medical evaluation, is it possible for them is it good for them to support to submit the VAWA before the evaluation of the doctor, or is not good?
I think it'd be better to file it with it.
File everything, because the person is trying because of the fee that is going up on February.
Well, so then right. So I've been thinking about this. I think USCIS is about to get a bunch of thin cases and things with cases that are missing so that people can do that. So in that case, I would say, if it's the difference between paying or not paying, or paying more and paying less, then I would go ahead and file without it. But just generally, I want everyone to be thinking, if you're rushing to file for that filing deadline of April 1st, don't submit garbage cases or thin cases just because you're going to save a little bit of money. But something like that, I think, is okay.
Oh, okay. So that is my strong something that in my brain now. So I just wanted to come and say, boss, thank you. Good work.
Yeah, man.
Thank you so much.
See ya. All right. That's our buddy. Syra's here. What do you say, Syra?
Hi, I'm back. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Doing good. I have a quick question. It's not for me. It is for my uncle. He sponsored his wife. He's a permanent resident. After he sponsored her, they had a baby. So now the baby, well, she's not a baby anymore. She's 2 years old now, but he still hasn't had his approval notice. It's because he's a permanent resident.
For the wife, the case
For
is
the
still,
wife.
the case is still pending at USCIS.
Yes.
Do you know how long he's had his green card?
Yes, I'm the one who didn't help him through that.
Nice. What's the start date on his green card?
He came to the States in 2017. So he's had his green card since March of 2017.
Why hasn't he applied for citizenship?
English. That's not the strongest.
So my man's got to start working on his English, because otherwise that wife and kid are probably not coming for a really long time. I mean, do you know about the delay for spouses of green card holders?
I am not sure. He had one of the ones that you call fake lawyers.
Oh yeah.
He had one of his fake lawyers applied for him, and he gave me the receipt notice a couple months ago, and I checked, and it says actively reviewing, but that's since 2022. And
right. So I just want to show you so you can explain to him he really, really needs to become a U.S. citizen, right? So
okay.
So his wife is in this category. They're working on cases for her category of September of 2020. So what's his priority date?
I don't know, honestly, off the top of my
Well,
head.
when do you think he filed?
He filed in 2021. That I know for sure, because that's when he got married.
Okay, so good.
Yeah.
And so here's the thing. So that category, the F2A category, it just jumped 3 months, which is the first time it's jumped in a while. Generally, it's been slow. So USCIS is sitting on her case because they know there's no visas available for her for at least another year. So they'll probably approve it in about 7, 8, 9, 10 months. And then he'll start processing with the National Visa Center. Now, since his case, if you think his case has been on file since 2021, then it might be okay for him to stay a green card. But if his case was filed in 2022 or 2023, then really he needs to become a citizen.
Okay. That was my next question. So, because his daughter, she's two years old now.
Yep.
If he becomes a citizen,
then he has to file a separate I-130 for her.
That's exactly what I told him. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just making sure I gave him the correct information.
Yeah. So that's sort of a trick bag right now with this long delay, is that I don't know why, but it's always been this way. When a green card holder files for their spouse, the kids don't have to have a separate I-130, but for a citizen, they do. So on this show, you'll see people once a month call in and say, oh, crap, I became a citizen, but I don't have an I-130 for my kid and my wife's ready to come. What should I do? And then they got to start all over with a new I-130. And that's what we don't want for your uncle.
Right. That's why, because I've been hearing that a lot. I was kind of like not sure if he should go the citizenship route because of the the visa bulletin. I was looking at that.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure. So I was like, let me just get on here just to check with you
if it's
to see what I should.
If it's 2021 and things keep moving, then yeah.
It is 2021 because it said after a year it went into the actively reviewing, and it's been like that since then.
Yeah.
So I was.
All right, great. Thanks, Syra.
No problem. And I'm happy to be a client now, so I'm very happy about that.
Very excited. Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, that was Syra. There she goes. All right. So INS says, I respect whatever name someone prefers to go by, and I flow along. I do too. But what if they give you two? That's my question. What if they give you two? Then which one do you use? That's my question. Somebody just turned the lights on around here, which is why I look a little brighter. Do you guys like it better this way, or was it better before? I don't know. It doesn't look bad, but it's just the old overhead fluorescence, so I don't know. All right, Patrick, what do you say?
Hey, Jim, how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm waking up.
I like it.
Yeah. My question is that my wife's case been documented, qualified for the last 6 months, and we don't know what to do now. I emailed Embassy and NVC. They told us to wait. Yeah,
What embassy? What embassy?
Kinshasa.
Kinshasa. Yeah. So, what are you seeing on the chat boards as far as how long people are in a documentary qualified? Like, are you seeing people that, are you checking to see if other people with older cases or newer cases are getting interviews? I would think you're probably 3 or 4 months away, I would think.
Yeah, people are saying they're not giving anything in Kinshasa. So,
well, if they're not giving any, that's a little different. Then I might sue them. But if there's people ahead of you and they're being properly processed, then you might not want to sue. But the one place where the government's really fighting us and filing motions to dismiss on our lawsuits is when people haven't had an interview yet. When there's been an interview, then the lawsuits work really well. But when there hasn't been an interview, in some cases, not all, they've been saying, well, Patrick's just trying to bounce his wife's case to the head of the line. And so really, Judge, you shouldn't do that. Right. So if I were you, what I would do, Patrick, is I would do some deep digging on chat boards or wherever else and see what other people are experiencing with that embassy. Mm-hmm. And if other people have to be getting visas, I'd be trying to figure out what timeline they are. And then if you're telling me that it's usually 2 months, 2 months and yours is at 6, then you might want to sue them. When did the I-130 get approved, Patrick?
August last year.
Yeah, so the State Department hasn't even had it a year. So I think you got to wait probably until the end of the year to sue them if you have to.
All right, thank you so much, Jim.
See you, buddy. Good luck waking up. I got to start doing some of these Ramadan tricks where people sleep until noon or something. I don't know. I got to work. But actually, I've been having my suhoor, my breakfast, and then I just roll right into the day. So I have to start my fast like around 5:45. So that's not bad. I usually get up that anyway. Shev's asking, is the lawsuit expensive? It is, Shev. Sorry, it is. It's $405 is the filing fee, and our legal fee is $5,000. So $5,000 to file the lawsuit. That's to try to get things moving. And we file a lot of them. So it's $5,000, Chev, plus $405. And we have a payment plan, or if you pay up front, you save $500. So there you go. Naz, what's up?
Hey, Jim. Sorry. Assalamu alaikum and Ramadan Mubarak.
Walaikum salam and Ramadan Kareem to you. And I got you off camera.
I appreciate it.
Sure.
Quick question. So I know you always say you're not versed in the visa thing, but my lawyer told me my mom's visa is coming to an end, sister's pregnant. She would still like to come. Is it okay for her to come? Do you have any idea if they will stamp her into the country for 6 months? Can she come before the visa is expired? Do you have any idea? So
you're talking about a non-immigrant visa to visit
a B1, B2. Yes.
When does it actually expire?
June 1st.
And when does mom want to come?
Baby is due in June.
Well, wouldn't she have to leave before the baby?
That's the problem. The lawyer told me that she can come and they will still stamp her in 6 months.
They might. They might.
Okay. That's what I wanted to know, if it's a good idea or if it's a bad idea. Have you have knowledge of it? Those kind of stuff.
Well, here's my mindset. I'd really, really, really like to be in the United States to support my daughter when she has her kid, right?
Okay.
I know that I can get admitted in April. I know I can get admitted probably in May. So I'm going to go in April and hope that and I'm not going to go to Miami. I'm not going to fly through Miami. And I'm going to hopefully.
Well, normally she lives in New Jersey, so JFK would be the closest they'll come by.
Your sister lives in New Jersey.
Yes.
Yeah. So JFK is okay, and I would tell him, hey, look. First, I would hand him the passport and say, how's her English?
Perfect. We come from an English-speaking country.
Nice. So how say, hey, Ms. Officer, what were you thinking as far as stamping? I'm hoping that I get 6 months, right? And then see what they say. And if not, then I would try to do some begging and say, hey, look, my daughter's having because they have discretion. They can let you in for a day. They can let you in for a week. They can let you up until the day the visa expires, or they can let you stay the full 6 months.
Okay. And another thing with that, she also said to me, don't let her, sorry, I'm working. I'm sorry about this. Let her clear her phone. Don't let her tell them she's coming here to help her daughter or she's coming here to support her daughter having a baby. Is that true? I would prefer somebody be bluntly honest to me. Why are they coming here? My mom's not coming here to work. She's been here 6 weeks for the first birth of my sister, and she wants to come back for the birth of her second child. And that's my problem right now. Wouldn't they want the truth why they're here?
I mean, one, there's lots of reasons to tell the truth. One is you're supposed to tell the truth. Two is
Correct.
I think it's much more compelling to say I'm coming to help take care of my grandchild and my daughter than to just say I just feel like staying.
No. That's the whole reason why we are figuring out this visa stuff is because she wants to be here to support, go to in the hospital, be with my sister and stuff like that. We're trying to figure out if this information is correct, and that's the reason why I want to run it by you.
Yeah, but I'm just one guy. If I'm the CBP official, I'm letting you in. It really is going to depend on which officer she gets on what day and what kind of mood they're in.
And obviously, yes, she's going back. Even let me just say they give her 6 months. She's going back within 6 weeks after the child's birth. Would it affect their DS-260 in any way?
Well, now you've just thrown in a new wild card. So now are you saying there's an immigrant visa petition on file for her?
Yes, and I just got back message Friday that their DQ documentally qualified.
Nice. Yeah. So no. As long as there's not any lying, right? That's a whole other reason to tell the truth. As long as we're honest and everything. I mean, even if she had a really bad interaction and they said, "Hey, lady, your visa is about to expire in 60 days. I'm not letting you in at all," and they canceled it and sent her back home, that wouldn't affect the DS-260.
Okay, so it's a possibility she can come. They might stamp her in for 6 months and she can help and go back, and it wouldn't affect DS-260.
Nope.
Okay, and when it says DQ, it means I'm basically waiting for that embassy now to open up a space for their interview and medical, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, that I just needed to clear this up. It was just it was information given to me, and I'm not sure what to do with it right now because my mom really wants to be here.
Got it. Thanks, Naz.
And another, do you have any idea how long the embassy takes when it says DQ right now?
What embassy?
Guyana, Guyana.
Oh, I know Guyana. People in the comments might. I don't. I think Guyana is pretty fast. They give coverage for Cuba, so I think that they have some extra cases, but I think they're actually a pretty good embassy.
Okay, so maybe before June we might even get the DS-260. No, not hang our hats that high.
No, and the one thing, I'll just throw a wild card out there. Mom has an approved I-130, so in theory, if mom comes on the visit visa, she could wait 60 days and just apply for a green card here and forget about the embassy.
Oh, okay. All right, I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
See ya.
You too, bye.
Bye. All right. What do you say, Kalam Siddiqui?
Hi, Jim. Hope you're doing well.
I am. How you doing?
I'm good. So I got recently married. It's like 7 months ago.
Yeah.
I applied by my own I-4 Ed5 and I-30, but I got a RFE the stating that the sponsor who has submitted the sponsorship, so it says like their forms are not cleared, their income and everything, but I have given all the details including his passport and everything, but still they wanted.
So okay, so is this for a case inside the United States or for an overseas case?
No, this is inside.
And so this is a marriage-based green card case?
Yeah, it's a marriage-based green card case.
And you submitted your spouse's tax returns?
I'm the one who's getting for the green card. My spouse is citizenship.
Your spouse is a citizen? Yes. Right, but you know that they're the first sponsor. Even if you have a co-sponsor, you still have so are you saying they don't like the documents you submitted from your spouse, or they don't like the documents you submitted from a co-sponsor?
The co-sponsor.
So just so I'm clear, you did submit the whole affidavit of support from your spouse?
No, I haven't submitted from my spouse.
That's the problem. You have to. They have to be the principal sponsor. That's the problem. Even if they, so has your spouse filed tax returns for each of the last 3 years?
She filed only for the last year, and before last year, she hasn't. She was dependent on her brother.
Okay, so you need to talk to an accountant and get tax returns for her for those other 2 years, and then you have to fill in an affidavit of support for her. That's the problem. The co-sponsor might make enough, but the U.S. citizen spouse is always the first sponsor.
They gave me a deadline of 28th of April. Is that any way that I can make it some more extend?
No,
So
you gotta hurry up.
No.
No, you gotta hurry up.
And they gave me a list of documents that I have to do, but I'm really confused. Like they are in deep, but it really confused me. But what I applied by seeing online and doing my research work.
I think you might want to get a lawyer to help you.
So right now it's a bit challenging situation for me because I was a student and I got married, and
right.
It's yeah.
So then if you can't afford an attorney, then all I can tell you is you need to get tax returns for your spouse for the last 3 years. You have to get tax transcripts to prove that they filed those taxes, and then you have to fill out an I-864 for them. But I would figure out a way to hire an attorney. We have a company that you can get a loan from to pay for the lawyer if that's an option for you. I think that otherwise you're talking a month and a half to get the response to that RFE on file. And I think if you do it by yourself, the case is going to get denied and you're going to start all over.
Okay.
All right. So if you want to email us, you can email us info@hackingimmigrationlaw.com. Okay.
Yep.
She'll put it, it's in the comments, and the info@hackingimmigrationlaw.com. Just say, I'm Callum. I was on the show with Jim, and they'll follow up.
Sure.
Thanks, Colin.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hey, buddy. Yep. All right. We're having fun. We got about 10 more minutes left. I have a question. Do you guys ever talk to someone on the phone before you meet them face to face, and then you say, boy, I didn't think you're not how I pictured you after hearing your voice? Or do you ever see someone on camera and then their voice doesn't sound like them? To me, that happens on the show all the time. I'll see someone in the waiting room and I'll think that they're going to sound a certain way, and then they sound a totally different way. Isn't that funny? I don't know. I'm very philosophical now that I'm fasting. Shafiq is here. What do you say, Shafiq?
Hi, Jim. How are you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm well. Well, I don't know if you still remember when I told you I was coming to the US.
I don't.
Yeah, I know you don't. It's a month now.
Great.
Chicago. Yeah. So I have a question for one of my friends I met right here in Chicago. So
Okay.
He was like, he has a pending asylum case, but then he wants to get married to a US citizen.
My favorite kind of case.
Yeah. So he was like, in case he gets married to a US citizen, he needs to first of all divorce the partner, and the partner is in Kenya.
Wait, now this isn't so much my favorite case. Now it's not so much my favorite case. Why does he want to get divorced?
He wants to divorce someone in Kenya, then get married to someone in the US.
Yeah, but why?
Because they are no longer in good terms with the wife in Kenya, and he wants to marry someone in the US and also settle in the US at the end of the day.
But is he in love with this person in the United States?
Yeah, he's in love with the person in the United States, and actually they were planning to have a baby.
Okay.
Yeah, so He was requesting what are the authenticity and the outcomes in case he divorces online, and how feasible is it for him to divorce the current partner in Kenya?
So you said he lives in Chicago?
Yeah, he lives in Chicago.
So he needs to talk to a family lawyer or a divorce lawyer in Chicago. There's a way for him to get divorced in Cook County, Illinois, and have it apply to that wife back in Kenya, right? So the way that you do it is, I think, I am licensed in Illinois, but I don't do family law. He would file for divorce. He would try to provide notice to the spouse in Kenya. There's rules about how that happens. And then if he can't, then he can publish it in the newspaper in Chicago. and then he can get a divorce, and then he could get married and file for a green card. Now, did he come on a visa or did he sneak into the country?
He came on a visa visit.
Okay. So, I mean, this guy probably needs my help or somebody else's help, but generally, what he would do is he would get divorced, wait a little while, get married, file for the green card, file the marriage-based case, file for the green card, and then once he gets his green card, he'd ask to have the asylum case withdrawn.
Oh, okay, thank you, Jim. So, in case it's about numbers, how much are we talking about? Because I may need to give him that picture as well.
Okay, so let's see. Our legal fee to be the lawyer from now, I mean, on a regular case, this case is a little bit messier. Our legal fee to be his lawyer from now until he gets the green card is usually $6,000, but I would probably charge him a little more, right? And then, so maybe 6,500, something like that. Then the filing fees are going up. Right now they're $535 and $1,225, but they're going up April 1st. So he's going to have to pay the higher fees because he's not going to be able to get divorced and remarried by April 1st. So probably in legal fees, if he wants to get advanced parole and a work card, probably, and he probably already has a work card from asylum, but probably filing fees are going to be like $2,200, and then our fees $6,000.
Okay, thank you very much, Jim. I'll get back to you just in case.
Thanks, Shafiq. See you, buddy.
Thank you.
Glad you made it.
Thank you.
All right. We got a time for a couple more calls. Sufyan's here. Hi, Sufyan.
Hi, how are you?
Good. You're not driving, are you?
No. I'm just like passenger drive.
Awesome. What's up?
Okay, so basically, I have like a case. So I came in the United States in the 19 December. I came on Q1 visa here,
Yep.
and I came in 19 December, and then I get married in 20 October. And I get,
You,
I get married in 20 October.
you got married 10 months after you arrived, not within 90
No,
days, is what
no,
you're saying.
no, within a 90 days. I came in 19 September 2023,
I
and I
got you.
get married 20 October 2023, like within a
All right.
month.
I thought you said you came in December. Okay, I gotcha.
No.
Okay.
And I filed my adjustment of status in the 6th December.
Good. Great.
So basically I filed like my AOS and stuff. I filed like the three form, the travel, the green card, and also like the work form.
Great.
And yesterday they sent me like a letter that my case get denied, and I need to leave the United States in the 21st March.
Why did it get denied?
I don't, because they said like the the proofs or like the evidence is not enough, and also the income, her income, because they send us like a request for evidence, and we pass the timeline. So basically they send like we need to send that back within a month, and we pass that like till like 3 months. So that's why I said like our case will get denied, and I
Wait.
need to
Hold
leave
on.
the United States.
Sufyan, hold on. Is that true that they gave you 30 days and it took you 90, or you didn't get it in the mail on time?
No, we get it in time. Basically, my wife, she need to file her taxes and wait to send this taxes for this year. So basically, when she filed the taxes, we was waiting till it show up in the system so she can print it out and we can like send them that.
Okay.
Yeah. And now they told me like I need to leave the United States the 21st March. They
No,
just I just got the letter yesterday, and they told me like within 9 days I need to leave. Like this is
no,
not logical.
no, you're not leaving. You're just going to file another 485. You just need to start over. You might need help.
Yeah. I shouldn't leave, right? But
Don't leave.
because they told her if he stay here after this 21st March, he gonna stay like illegal here, and she gonna be in problem. Is that true?
No, that's not true. And I can't cuss right now because it's Ramadan.
Yeah.
So I would cuss and say what I think of those people, and that decision is BS. You should send me that decision and I'll see if I can help you. But you don't have to leave the United States. You're just going to file for another green card.
Yeah, because this is not illogical. I came here with the Q1 visa. I'm not coming here like illegal or coming like across the borders. But now when they send me that like like with the fasting, I haven't eat from like the day before. I've been fasting like for 3 days straight now. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
right.
Like this is hard to accept, bro. Like they just made like bad decision like that, and they didn't even told me like I need to wait for like a whole month to like leave the United States like within 9 days.
But you don't have to leave, so don't worry about that.
Yeah.
All right, Sufyan. Well, if you want to email it to me, you can. Okay.
Yeah. So I will email you, and I told you like I'm the guy that
Yeah.
show up with you. Like, thank you so much. Thank
See you,
you.
buddy. Yep.
See you.
Can somebody cuss for me? Because I can't cuss, but that's just some BS. I agree that they probably could have responded to the RFE better, but man, oh man, I just don't like those people. All right. El Bassi. What do you got, El Bassi?
Hi, Jay.
You're
Can you
off.
hear me?
Yeah, you're off camera. What's up?
Okay, thank you so much. Jim, I have a question. I lost my. First of all, let's start from here. I applied for I-30 based on marriage since November 2022.
Okay.
They never respond to me. Is it time for me to sue them, or I have to wait a little bit more?
Is it an overseas case or an adjustment case?
No, adjustment here. But I have to tell you that before I filed the I-30, I was in removal position, a procedure, and I win my case on the court 3 months later. But since here, I don't hear nothing from the I-30.
You
So
won your. What do you mean you won your case? How did you win your case? What kind of? It was a deportation. What did they terminate
yes,
it?
I filed for asylum and I went to the court and I win the case with the judge.
So you got asylum and then you married a U.S. citizen, and that U.S. citizen filed an I-130 for you.
Yes, but we filed the I-30 before I went to the court.
Before you went to court.
Yeah.
And how about, have you ever filed a 485 or no?
Yes, I filed a 485 in February 2023, and they asked me for RFE medical. I sent it to them since November last year, and I don't hear nothing from.
And the I-45 that you filed, was it based on 1 year of asylum status, or was it based on the I-130?
Based on the I-130.
Okay. Yeah, let's sue them. This case is messy. They're not going to, if you don't sue them, nothing's going to happen.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. And also, like they say in April will be the last day to file. I forget to file for my travel document and the work card. I want to do it now before the April 1st, but I moved during this year and I don't see my notice when they send me the I-45, the notice to join to the application. I cannot find it. Can I just take like when they send me the notice for a fingerprint and join it to the application?
You don't have the receipt notice for the 485? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Well, I think we need to find that case number. But listen, if you're going to sue them, you don't need that work card and travel document. Just sue them and get the green card. You don't need either of those things anymore.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, let me know. See ya.
Yeah, I know your address because I already sent 2 persons to you, so I will go the way.
All right, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. That'll do it for today's show. I'm off to the bank. Hope you all are doing well. Have a great night. Tomorrow, 2 o'clock Central, 2 p.m. Central, and then Friday, I think Friday's 2:30 on Friday, and then Saturday is the morning show. He'll be happy about that. And then Sunday Saturday's at 10, and then we'll figure out on Sunday. Julie, I got to go. Everybody have a great night.